What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Drake and Jimmy Jew Show. My name is Drake Peterson, and that over there, live in the flesh, is Jimmy the Jew, the seductive Jimmy the Jew. And today we are live at the Pleasanton Drive-in here in NorCal, and we are in the presence of some music royalty, some reggae royalty. We got singer, guitarist, father, producer, and frontman of the band Sublime with Rome, none other than the legend Rome Ramirez.
Thanks for throwing father in there.
He's good, huh?
Dude, that was really good.
Fuck, man.
That was cool. I've been called everything, but slid the father in there.
Right?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's super important.
Classy.
Yeah.
Classy.
My dad called me on Father's Day this year. You know,
Well, that's cool.
it's like Happy Father's Day. I was like, fuck, that's tight.
How old are your kids?
I got a 3-year-old and almost a 1-year-old. He's 11 months. But yeah,
3-year-old and 1-year-old. So you already went through the terrible twos on one.
dude, that's bullshit. Terrible 2s, 3s, and it just keeps fucking going. I heard about the terrible 2s, and then I was talking to my neighbor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, how old is he? 3?" She's like, "Yeah, the terrible 3 suck, but it's better than the 4." And I'm like, "Wait.
There's another year?
How much longer is this shit gonna go?" And then I was thinking about it the other day, and it's like as soon as I get out of one with the other one, fuck, the
Bam,
younger one's
right.
right in it, just starting. I'm here.
At least
And he's
prepared.
already, and it's crazy because like, you know, I was like under the impression like you have one wild one and then like the other one's chill out.
Right.
You know?
Well, opposite.
Fuck, dude, no, I
No?
lost that bet, dude. They're just both wild guys.
Full blast.
And like the little one like sees what his brother does and goes, "Cool, that's how you do that. Okay, cool, awesome." Like, so he'll just start screaming for shit and like throwing toys around. And we're like, "Oh."
Can't wait for tour to come back.
Yeah, it's been rad, man. Just, you know, just being out on the road and just doing this shit again, man. For a while I felt like I was like unemployed. Like it's like
Yeah,
weird.
I mean,
you know?
everybody, the whole fucking music
Yeah.
industry, it's crazy.
Dude, I mean, everybody, I guess, period. But dude, the music industry specifically, like, you know, I'm not trying to get no entertainer fucking sympathy over here, but it was just like kind of crazy because, you know, as everyone knows, like you don't make jack shit from like streaming or record sales, you know. Right. So, like, really, we just get paid off like touring and merch.
Merch is big.
But our merch ain't fucking Hot Topic. It's on the road, so it's like, you know, you got to go. Like, we got moral story. We got to be on the road. So
How many shows have you done so far, drive-in wise?
Dude, this is our second drive-in and our 4th show in like 6 months or whatever.
Where's the other driving?
We did the drive-in in Ventura,
Okay.
which was pretty badass.
That's what everybody's been doing, like Common Kings Day.
Yeah,
and stuff like that?
yeah. I don't know if the Comic Kings. I'm sure they did, but we did it and it worked. Like the system really worked out, and you know, they were just like, let's do some more. You know, so
And people want to do it. I mean, fuck, you can open anything, right? You can open a fucking
Dude, it's
anything,
crazy.
and people just want to do it. It's crazy.
It's
'cause
nuts.
People
Like,
are fucking cabin fevered.
I
They all
do.
sell out
I
too,
do
yeah?
feel that. Yeah, they're all selling out, and everyone's like, you know, we're making like limited special run like of like merchandise like for
Oh,
the
cool.
shows, you know, just to make them even more special. Why not? You know,
Fuck yeah.
because who knows? Like, I don't, dude. To be honest with you, like that looks like my kind of concert.
Right.
Like
It's like a tailgate
between
vibe.
us, you know,
Right, it's a tailgate party.
and your millions of podcast listeners. But dude, I love that shit, man. Like I would be chilling in the backseat of my truck, like
Yeah.
fucking smoking weed, my cooler, no one's stepping on my shit. Like
Right, barbecue fucking flowing.
This would be the best, bro. I would
Right?
love to go to a concert
And the
like
weather up
that.
here is fucking great. I mean, it's a little smoky with all the fires going on.
Yeah,
But man, the weather's, dude, it's gonna be nice all fucking night.
yeah. Is this gonna come out today or
No.
No, it's gonna come out
okay,
on
so I don't have to
Wednesday.
sell the show. Yeah, the weather fucking sucks right now out there, though,
Weather
man.
fucking sucks.
fucking
It's
dude.
hot as balls.
A terrible night for it's like I just feel so bad because of all the fucking like the smoke, you know, from the fires. Like, I mean, it's warm, you know. That's California just getting warmer and warmer, but the smoke is so bad. It's like, you know, if you don't want to wear a mask, well, now you really got to wear.
Now
a
you
mask.
have to.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you don't want to be
You
breathing.
live
that
back in
shit
what, Nashville?
Yeah.
And there's no fires like that out there, huh?
Nope.
They're all over fucking California.
It's
California's on fire.
Dude, Cali, yeah, I don't know. Nashville be feeling like Cali these days. It's kind of crazy.
Is it time to move to Nashville for us? Like what?
No, it's not.
No?
No. You guys should check out Pittsburgh or there's a lot of other cool spots. Dude, I'm getting so many fucking people moving to Nashville. Like, I was talking to some friends out there, like, yeah, there's so many people moving out. Like, even, you know, people I don't want moving out, you know,
Stay in California.
Oh, dude, it's just crazy. But you know, I mean, it's good, man. I think this is good. Like, even some of my friends, because I'm from up here, up north.
Where are you from?
Fremont.
Oh,
And
you're right here.
Hayward.
You're fucking 10 minutes away from me.
Yeah,
15
yeah.
minutes away.
I was born in Hayward and raised off A Street and
Raised
fucking,
and conquered.
Okay, yeah,
45 minutes from me.
all day, dude. So yeah, you know, like I have like family and friends here, you know, not so much family, but all my friends are here. And I was rapping with them yesterday, you know, and you know, we're like Cali boys, Bay Area boys. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
the 510
people just
tattoo.
don't get it. Like, they don't
the
get it.
510 tattoo.
It's like there's just something about like Northern California. You take pride in where you're from.
Right.
You know what I mean? And dude, I got a homie going up to fucking Oregon. I don't know why right now, but they're going up to Oregon to go check out property. And then my buddy Leo's like talking about coming out to Texas or to checking out Nashville. And I'm like, look at this.
Everybody's moving around. Like Idaho's fucking everywhere's lighting up.
Yeah. Dude, I think it's good, man. Fuck, everyone's all central in 2 spots.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we bitch and complain about how expensive it is. It's like, well, y'all want to live in Hollywood. Like,
right.
Of course it's going to be expensive. You
Dude,
know,
I paid $2,500 in Silver Lake in Los Angeles for a 1 fucking bedroom house.
Fucking crazy.
But on the radio now, they literally have ads to move to Texas. They're like, California sucks.
What?
Move to Texas.
Really?
Literally, it's the governor
Insane.
puts on these fucking ads. Yeah, and I'm like, maybe I should move to Texas.
It's working.
Dude, I love Austin, man.
Yeah,
It's sick.
Dude, yeah, fucking, I mean, and since Joe Rogan, you know, he's like the, you know, fucking the Godfather.
The Godfather.
Once he says something, everyone does it.
Right, it's gospel.
Now everyone's moving it. All of a sudden, people are hitting me up like, because I tour, you know, and like my friends know that. And they're like, what's good with Texas? And I'm like, why are you asking me about Texas right now? You don't fucking know anything about Texas.
Where's Joe Rogan live?
Oh, I don't know. I think he's in LA, yeah?
He's in LA, yeah.
LA.
Yeah. Oh,
he moved to Austin?
moved
Oh,
already?
he's in Austin.
Studio's already up. He's going hard.
Peace.
Yeah, right?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, he's out.
Dude, it's crazy. There's a lot of shit going on
Damn.
everything, you know, on the health tip, on the political tip. So it's like, but I think this is tight because it's, dude, like, America's fucking awesome. It's beautiful. It's
amazing.
It's a huge country. Like, I've had the benefit of the last 10 years, the privilege of being able to drive cross and forth that thing back and forth many times. And I'm every year I'm constantly awed at just the beauty of this country. It's like insane.
And our parks.
And our
fucking
parks and
Yellowstone
and,
fucking.
and the people are fucking amazing. Like, just so many great people out. Like, there's a lot to experience in this country that it doesn't have to be concentrated in 2 spots. And I think if it took this for people to realize, like, but okay, you know.
I mean, there's strip clubs and hookers everywhere,
Dude,
right,
yeah.
Jimmy?
You can score weed anywhere now. It's fucking
I know,
2020,
right?
dude.
And yeah, weeds to go fucking almost everywhere now.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I used to bring weed up to fucking Nevada when I was a kid, right? I went on a Harley, my saddlebags, some brown weed, and like, don't get caught, man. You call the seed and you're going to fucking jail. It's like, what? I mean, it was bad. Now I walk in the fucking store in South Lake Tahoe and buy fucking weed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, it is nuts. Like, you just, because like touring, like, you know, 10 years ago wasn't like this. You know, in just that amount of time, shit's like changed. You know, because like you've been touring, like you go on the road and like in the early days of like, you know, being on the road and shit, you know, when I started touring, it was like, bad weed was like everywhere, and you get your spots where they had the good shit.
Right.
Ooh, I can't wait to roll in Colorado tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But now everyone's got fire from everywhere. Like, everyone's driving it or shipping it. I don't know what they're doing, but
Cali's definitely an exporter.
dude, for sure,
Huge exporter.
huge export.
Northern California
The
is
port.
the exporter of fucking
Yeah, it's fucking, it's crazy, man. California is on a whole other tip though. Their shit's all like indoor.
It's big indoor here.
Dude, one of my buddies owns a company out there, and I shit you not, man, it looks like Amazon in there. It's fucking huge. It's like a 50,000 square foot warehouse, 3 stories.
It's crazy.
Fucking, when you walk in, you have like one of those bio things where you got the wind blows you up.
Damn.
You have to put a suit on.
Sick.
Dude, it's insane. But that's, you know, that's like.
Dude, we used to brag about blowing up a room. 3,000 watt lights, and we were the shit back in the day.
Right? And the weed is just as good, I tell you. Nah, dude, yeah. Now
What are you smoking? What's are you a dabber? Are you like
I'm a dabber.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'll take an occasional bong toke, you know, with friends and stuff. But I don't know. It's like
indica, sativa? You like the uppers, the downers?
I like the
medium?
indica.
Yeah.
I like the indica. I like to get all fucking heady, you know, get all stoned. It's like a madhouse in my head. So whenever I just get like super high, I'm just like calms down a little bit.
What about for shows?
Chill.
Like, do you like to get stoned before shows? I
I
like
do.
tequila, but what do you like?
I like. I mean, I'll just smoke weed, you know, before a show. I'll have like a beer or two before, and then like a couple beers on. But I used to drink a bunch of whiskey, and I just got super fucked up all the time. Dude, you can't handle it in your 30s, man. Like, I was trying, and like later in my 20s, I was just feeling these hangovers. I'm like, fuck, I can't do this anymore. So
I got so drunk, I got Crown Royal tattooed down my whole fucking side. That's fucking, Winner.
That's rad. That's rad.
We had Duddy B on here a few weeks ago, and he was telling us about a show that he did where he just got completely shit-faced in Texas. And actually, Cheese, who's in the room with us, you're in this story, and it involved the whole show getting shut down because I guess he started like a brawl or something.
Oh, yeah, outside the tour bus or something.
He's involved in the story.
I'm also involved.
Okay, so I think we need to
It
hear
was an
your side.
insane
I think we need to
night.
hear your side of the story.
Well, yeah, this is when. Okay, so I
Well, yeah.
started drinking. Like we started drinking
In Texas, right?
in
Austin?
Texas. We started. We're at Guero's, right? And we started drinking the margaritas at like noon.
Oh,
And then just
Perfect.
fucking bar crawled all the way up. And the Butthole Surfers had a show in Austin.
I remember that when I was a kid.
So, we're all huge Butthole Surfers fans. And we're like, dude, we're going to go see. First of all, they're playing a show, which is crazy because they haven't played in a while,
Fuck, they have to be old as fuck.
So, like, yeah, Paul's like super old, and so is Gibby. This was 10 years ago. So yeah, man, we're headed to the fucking show, and by this time I'm fucking blackout drunk, and I'm in the audience, like trying to like get closer to the stage, and this dude, like, he keeps like hitting me or bumping it. I don't know. He just pissed me off or something, and I just smacked him and I punched him, and they kicked me out. They fucking they drag. Of course, I'm a drunk
bastards.
asshole. They fucking drag me out, and they kick me out of the fucking show, and then I get lost. I think I get put into a cab. I don't remember. I get put into a cab, and then like one of our old security guards was just like, "Yo, here's the hotel he's staying at. Just get him there." He was like,
What time of day are we at
dude, this
now?
is like 10 p.m.
Okay.
Or no, it's probably like 8 p.m., but in my head it felt fucking way later.
No, it was 10.
10, okay, yeah. And then I get lost in the city. No one knows where I'm at. And that's it for me for that story.
Rock star.
But then the night continues on
and
with
then
our manager.
enter Cheese, who can't get backstage.
Yeah, and I don't really super remember. Oh, you'd probably tell it, but I just remember you punched a security guard, and
Well, from
he was,
what
like,
Duddy
a lot bigger than you.
said, Duddy said that he was like completely shit faced, and he just got on stage and he was like, he didn't know any of his lyrics. He was like fucking it up, and then he's like, by the grace of God, Cheese couldn't get backstage, and he told the security guard, like, if I get back around the other side and I see your face, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, or something like that, right?
That
Is this
sounds
right,
exactly
Cheese?
like Cheese.
The next thing you know, the whole show is over because there's like everyone's like fighting and some shit went down, and so I don't know.
God, that lucky for Duddy.
Right?
Yeah.
Save the day, Chief, save the day.
Yeah, fuck, that's tight. I've had to play through one of those shows before.
Oh yeah,
I
tell
got wasted
us
once.
some stories about that
Dude,
concert fails.
we played this show at you remember the House of Blues in Anaheim, right? Like
Yep.
how it's connected to Disneyland.
Yeah.
So I went out to Disney with like one of my cousins, and I'd never even been to like Disneyland, like really. So it was kind of sick, and in California Adventure or something on that side of the park you can drink. So I was just having fun drinking a couple IPAs. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3,
Ooh, that place is
4,
strong, too.
5,
20.
and fucking I had a concert that night. I forgot. And I go to the show, and by this time I'm like drunk, and then I don't know if it was like my manager or something, but he was like, I was with my ex, and like I think it was you or Cheese or it was Cheese, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do to Rome?" And I was fucking faded before I even played a lick of music. I was pickled by the time I just got to the green room.
Pickles.
And fucking, I like that. I'm gonna use that one. And dude, like, it was like, I remember. But when you're faded, you got like bravado, bro. You're just like,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kill this shit. And
Yeah.
all the rock stars get fucked up too.
Right.
So like,
Not
I
us.
was out there.
We get panicked.
Dude, I thought I was just killing the game. I thought I was just like, my freestyles were on point. I was like, just in my, I thought I was just killing it, bro.
Right.
And then I get off stage, and Josh, like my drummer, is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What happened to you?" And I'm like, "What?
I killed it, man.
What's going on?" He's like, "Dude, you're fucking up left and right and all this shit." And I'm like, whatever. And our bass player Eric, sometimes he gets out in space. So, usually we're like, "Hey man, come on, what are you doing?" And he was even just kind of like, "It's off me
The
for
side
a night.
eye.
It's off me for a night. This is nice." You know what I mean? So But I was drunk. I didn't even fucking realize it. I get through it. Thank God. But then the next day, I just woke up to like a barrage of fucking tweets of just like, dude, what the fuck happened last night? Like, yo, you must have been feeling yourself. Like how much did you drink? Fucking it, like it was crazy, dude.
But in your mind, you put on the fucking show of the century.
Yeah. So I'm not really.
That's all that matters, as long as you're happy.
Like I'm still not that embarrassed,
Right?
Because I feel like in my mind, shit went really good. So I don't give a fuck.
It's a Madison Square Garden shit.
I gotta watch the videos. I don't know if they're out, but fucking, I'm sure they are.
Let's find the videos.
There's got to be one.
I love live music because I love when shit goes wrong, dude. It's fun. I mean,
That's
we're
the best
humans.
part.
Like shit happens.
Yeah. And you think that everyone notices, and they really don't.
Sometimes they don't. Yeah.
No.
You know, I mean, if it's like a really obvious like playback fuck up, like those are so embarrassing for people.
One time we just started using tracks, and so we didn't really know what was going on, and the song started, and it was a half step lower, so the track was a half
Get
step
the fuck out of here
down. So then we were playing
How
along.
did it happen?
We have no fucking idea. Like, so we panicked. We hired all these people to like make sure this didn't happen, and they're like, "This isn't supposed to happen," but we have the video to literally like prove it. And so we were all playing half step, and we just had to stop. So
Yeah, that's the end of that.
It was like, oh,
Can't do it.
nope, because
Dude.
it was so bad,
Oh man,
so bad.
yeah. I remember we were playing this this festival with Foster the People. Remember that group?
Yeah.
And this is when like Ableton was like just hot. You know what I mean? This is a while ago, and I'd never seen this before up to this point. And I looked behind the stage, and it was just there was probably 15 MacBooks just running shit, bro. Backups underneath that one, each one of them running set. And I looked on the stage, and not a single fucking XLR cable. Not a single XLR cable, bro. Like, the guitar wasn't plugged in. The fucking kick drum had no mic. It was just...
That's some Super Bowl shit.
Dude, it was insane. And it sounded amazing. Like, it sounded like a fucking record.
So it was just very clean, very
super clean, super tight. Like, obviously, you know, vocals were fucking fed through. Like, I think the guitar, like, might have, you know, been in there. No bass. I mean, it was like fully, you know, an electric show. And no slight, man. I mean, it was a fucking great show, and the audience was going crazy.
I mean, the audience doesn't.
They don't
fucking
give a
know.
shit, man.
They
Like,
don't fuck. They want it to
just want a
sound
good
like
show.
the record,
Yeah,
and that's it.
Right.
They don't want to hear
They
your
wanna
fucking
sing along.
shitty guitar tone that's inconsistent
Right.
from the night before. Like,
Do you guys use a lot of tracks at all?
no, none.
None?
Well, on the new record, there's a couple like layered tracks on there. So we have one song in the set, Blackout, that has some tracks. But we just like keep on the beat, you know, because we don't like play with ears.
Yeah.
So and sometimes we get off on that, we'll just cut the track and just keep rolling, you know.
So no in ears.
Nah.
How's your hearing? Because I just started getting tinnitus.
Really?
I'm only fucking 31 years old. I got a ringing that started about a month ago. But
Oh,
do
dude,
you have any of
tonight.
that?
No. I have like a muffle a little bit in my left ear because my kid always yells in it. But other than that,
They're gonna be the death of you.
I got mine right here.
yeah.
So we had Cheese on one of our very first episodes, and Cheese is next to us, and he's watching MTV right now. He's
Surprised it's not Fox
he's
News.
loving this. Yeah, I know, right? And
Closest we have to real news.
he was always he was telling us his story about how he met you and all of that, and how you got involved with Sublime. But
Yeah.
I want to hear your side of the story, and I think it would be great to hear everything.
So I mean, you know, I moved out of Northern California to come down to LA to like become an audio engineer. I was gonna like try and get a record deal, just meet people that way, you know. And then I ended up running into I started dating this girl who was working at a studio in Orange County. And then I went over to the studio in Orange County.
Is that 17?
Yeah, 17. So I met Louis, and then, you know, Louis like just took me under his wing, you know, and showed me, you know, how to like work like compressors and fucking like arrange songs and stuff. And yeah, like it was just really awesome for me, like to be in a studio, you know, and have like full reins, you know. So I fucking ended up like moving out of LA, and, you know, I was like kind of in between spots, and he was like, dude, you can just sleep in the vocal booth for like, you know, and just help me run the studio, you know. And I was like, hell yeah. So I had a bed in the vocal booth. I slept there for like 6 months, and
Holy shit.
fucking yeah, dude, it was like a crash course. I learned everything, you know,
Right.
like how to use the compressor, fucking EQ in and phase and all that shit, you know, and so. And how to like not write like 42 bar verses, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just fucking, you know, it was like a crash course. But through him, that's where I met Cheese and Eric Wilson from Sublime, the bass player. And yeah, man, like he came to the studio and I was just like in awe, you know, because like
Legend.
Yeah, dude, like I
Sublime.
literally grew up with him like on my wall. So yeah, it was just fucking really rad, you know, like when he came in, I met him, and you know, he's not like, you know, hey dude, nice to meet you, you know, he's just like kind of intimidating, you know, you're like, what's up, man? But and then he Louis, I was doing the Sublime cover song of Eben, and ironically, that's like I believe it's like Eric's favorite song, you know, because his dad does the percussion on it. His dad's a wicked drummer, and he does the percussion on Eben, so like it happened to work out. Eric was there, and Louis was like, yo, would you want to play bass on this cover of Evan? And he was like, sure, fuck yeah. I don't think like Eric's played that song in like ages, but he just fucking jumped on and just nailed it, man. And you know, I'm like sitting here with my MacBook, like, this is so sick, you know, like I can't believe this. I'm sending it back home to my homies and shit. But yeah, man, and so we just started jamming, you know, like I got to know him that way. And, you know, he always throws like the raddest parties. So, you know, he invited me over to some parties, and then I started to just kind of, you know, eventually just jamming with him. And then we played at one of his parties. Someone like was bugging him, like, play a Sublime song, you know, and that's like the last thing he ever wants to do. He wants to play punk rock stuff. And, you know, I don't know why, but he gave in. And he asked me, he was like, yo, you want to play a couple Sublime songs with me? It's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, right?
Let's
You're
go.
like, what if you had said no? What would his reaction have
This
been?
would be a whole different fucking direction, that's for sure. But yeah, no, he you know, he asked me if I wanted to jam, and then and it worked. Like everybody was like really stoked. They were like, dude, this sounds fucking sick, you know. And I think Eric was having fun, and I was sure having fun.
Fuck yeah.
And then, dude, like, we just kind of did that a couple of times. Every time he had a party, just come up and play some Sublime songs with him, you know? And then, you know, he had talked to Bud, I guess, like, yo, I've been jamming with this kid who's like, you know, I think he said, like, sounds like Brad or something like that. And it got Bud's attention, but they don't really like each other super much, you know? So there must have been something there. And then he met with Cheese, and, you know, Cheese just put together Rage Against the Machine, so he was like, yeah, his wheels turning, you know. It's like, okay. You know, they called my ass up and we're like, what do you think? Like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you think?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Asked me, yeah.
Well, no, like, because, you know, Cheese was like, you know, you're a fucking talented dude, man. Like, I don't have no doubt that you'll be, you know, making a living in music. But he sat me down and said, there's like two ways I want to go about this. He's like, road A is like, we get you a band, and, you know, I could get you an agent, and we start touring, and he's like, in, you know, 7 to 10 years, you know, you'll probably be where you want to be, right, or at least self-sustainable in a music career. Hey, Stevie. And he's like, or road B, you can join Sublime.
Fucking.
And I was like, well,
yeah.
Yes.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
And he's I think I said, but Brad's dead. And like Eric was like, no shit. Yeah, I'm like, this is my first fucking, it's like my first, like, you know, thing. And like, you would think I'd be like, yes, you know, but it was so much to take on. Like, I was
That's
like,
huge.
I kind of couldn't like really register it at the time. And I was just like, dude, can I just like step outside for a second? I just wanted to like think. And I was just like, how can I tell them yes in like a really awesome, just unique like way? And like, yeah, I just went in and I was like, let's go, let's do it, you know? And then nothing for a year.
Really?
Nothing. Yeah. No,
Really?
Nothing.
So you said yes.
They had to get their band name back.
Yeah.
So they didn't have their band name, the, you know, powers that be.
Like the estate owned it essentially.
Yeah, something like that.
What about the other members,
you know,
though? Did they own? I mean,
I mean, you know, everyone's balling, so it's all good.
Right.
But like, you know, there was just some stuff going on, and like honestly, dude, I was 19, fucking going to the beach, getting hammered, fucking hanging out with chicks.
Right.
So
Going
I
to
was
was Shabu
call
there?
me when y'all gonna want to go on tour, man. Like, peace out. You know? At this point, I'm like crashing at someone's pad off PCH. So like I was kind of bugging him for money. I'm like, dude, what's up with some bread, man? Like, I'm about to be in Sublime, and you showed me, I'm going on tour.
Right.
I'm fucking broke, man. I'm hurting. He's like, figure out how to make some money, dude, because no one's gonna give you money. I'm like, I guess you're right. So then I was like, well, what can I do? I can sing and I can play guitar. I could do that. So I just like hit up some places, By this time, it was like locally kind of known that this Mexican dude was jamming with Eric, and like they've been playing Sublime songs. It's weird. Like in Orange County, it was kind of like this thing. Everyone kind of knew that the dude from Sublime was like playing Sublime songs with this kid. And I fucking used the shit out of that. I went to like 3 or 4 different spots at Gaslamp Theater. I went up to Mozambique. I went up to like other spots, and I was like, yo, I'm that kid. Can I play for some cash and some dinner? You know what I mean? And straight up, man, they would fucking pay me like $350 to play for 4 hours.
Holy shit.
And then a steak dinner with lobster. I was like, fucking done.
Every night.
Living the dream, dude.
Living it, dude. I was like, I could die right now. This is great. And then that was it for like a year, and then I got the call. And then it was like, yo, we got our first show booked.
Was it
Where was that
did
at?
Cheese give you a
Smokeout.
call?
Yeah. He called
He
and
made the
it was
call.
just like, yo, actually, no. You know what's funny? It was before Smokeout. What really happened was during that time, he's also managing the Dirty Heads. He manages DH, and he was like, let me put you guys in a room. You guys should do some songs together, like write something, And we did, and one of the songs, like, I kind of had in my pocket was like this little idea, Lay Me Down, and I was gonna,
Great fucking song.
maybe do that for like Sublime one day or something, because we had talks about doing new music and stuff, and then I show it to the guys, and then they fucking loved it and switched it up and put their verses and gave it the story. I hated it. They did like the Western story thing, and
you
this
didn't
is
like
how
it?
it started, 2 lovers in the dark. I went through the motions, and then I went home, and I was like, fuck, this is so garbage. Like, I hate
fucking song.
It's a
cheesy
great
music.
song.
It goes to show you how much I know about fucking hip music, dude. It's fucking jack shit. But we're hurting, man. We're hurting. We're all broke. We're all just fucking, they're just getting off and like touring in their van, and they invite me to come and just cut my teeth. I knew I'd be playing with Sublime and someday. So like,
Get your feet wet.
get my feet wet, you know what I mean? And
Wow.
and then that song went on radio and fucking killed it, bro.
Killed
It
it.
broke like 2 records, and all the publishing companies came to me and were like, sign with us, we'll give you this much, we'll give you this much, and I was just like, sweet. So I went with Sony, and dude, before even Sublime put like $1 in my bank account, that song with Dirty Heads fucking
Boom.
just took care of me just like that.
Amazing.
It was insane. It was like life-changing. I was like, I cannot believe this. With fucking music? What? How's this possible? And then I got the call, so we're doing a Sublime. But when Lay Me Down, I was crashing at my friend's house, and Cheese calls me, and he's like, hey, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, nothing, I'm just sitting down at Rocky's. He's like, call your parents and tell them you're a fucking rock star. I'm like, why? He's like, you're gonna be on the radio in 5 minutes. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, K-Rock loves Lay Me Down, and they're gonna put it in power rotation.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what you want, K-Rock, right there,
Dude,
man.
yeah. Well,
that's
or rest in peace. But yeah, that's how I used to be. Shout out to my boy Stryker though. But yeah, man, it's like, it was crazy. And that song was like every fucking where, and it was like,
Still everywhere.
dude, we never
On my
thought
Pandora nonstop.
We never thought it was not gonna be #1. How stupid is that? Like, it would be like 10 weeks, and we had jokes like, hey, what position is that? Still #1. Like, we were just like, and I remember me and Duddy were sitting backstage one time and be like, dude, can you imagine what it's like to not have a #1 song? Like, we were just fucking, like, we always fuck around.
How long
like
was
that.
on the #1?
For like 12 weeks.
Wow.
Dude, it was like 3 months. It just felt like we just ran alternative, man. It was rad. And when you're doing that, everyone's sucking your dick. Companies are throwing you clothes and fucking offering you tickets to games, and it's sick, dude. And you're on all these radio bills, and like, I mean, fucking in May, we were in a van playing to fucking 20 people, and in June, we're in a dressing room with the Black Keys. Like,
Wow.
On a bus.
No, not on the bus, but
Bigger van though. Bigger van.
bigger,
Bigger
playing festivals and shit, you know what I mean? So like, with some legends, you know what I mean? Like, we were playing with some big ass bands, and and it was just fucking rad, man. It was good conditioning.
What's going on right now? What are you up to? I know you've
What's
been
this new
doing some
album,
stuff
too?
with Duddy.
Yeah, dude, me and Duddy have been writing some fucking amazing music, man. Like, you know, we had like talked like previously, like in like November, just about like maybe doing like a cover song, me and him, and putting one out, you know, and it just sounded fun, like something acoustic and something organic, you know. And then Cheese caught wind of it and was like, you guys should go do a tour then, you know what I mean? And then it was just like, well, okay, you know, sure. So the agent pulled up a couple bars, and, you know, we were going to do like a short little acoustic run and kind of just tell some stories and run through our catalog and stuff. And then, but we just started writing music too, you know? So it was, you know, that's what we do. We just started writing tunes, and then we started to like acquire these songs, and then these little bars, the tickets started to sell really up. So the promoters boosted up all of our venues into like performance arts theaters. And we're like, dude, this is like, it's showing us that
Right.
there's like,
It's working.
There's a
want
market for
music.
this, yeah.
There's a market for this. So we're like, fuck, dude, let's do an album. So that's what we've been doing. We've been
Sick.
writing a fucking killer record, man. I live in Nashville now, so he's been coming out to Nashville, and then when I'm out here on the West
He's down
Coast,
in
I've
LA,
been-
right? He's down by you.
He's an OC.
Oh,
Yeah,
Orange
he's
County.
in Orange County.
Huntington,
so,
I think. Newport.
So we've been working on that, and
Everything to us up here in Northern California, everything's LA once you're past
LA.
Fresno.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
not
that's what I'm
LA.
saying.
They're
Yeah, that's how
not
we are in
LA.
NorCal.
yeah, no, it's true. It's
No,
true.
you're
it's
not LA.
true.
Well, it's actually San Diego. It's all LA down there.
Dude, that's so
No,
funny. Like
way different.
My family calls it San Diego.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's either San Diego or LA.
Anything past Bakersfield is just San
Exactly.
Diego. It's like,
But you know, from being in
LA and San
NorCal,
Diego couldn't be any more different.
but you know, from
Very
being in NorCal, that's how it is for us.
Totally.
Anything past Fresno, Bakersfield, that's all LA or San Diego.
100%. Yeah.
We don't know there's little towns down
I
there.
base it on the burritos. However good the California burrito is.
Yeah.
So LA, no, not good.
No.
Orange County, very good California
Close.
burrito. And then when you get down to SD,
It's just fucking
fucking
money.
the best.
And then if you can do
Go to
it and just
Tijuana.
cross that border right
Yeah.
there,
It's
it's a wrap.
It's
bro.
a wrap.
You can eat fucking tortoise soup and fucking cure cancer.
Wait, tortoise?
Cure cancer.
Oh yeah, boy.
Tortoise?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what is this?
Oh no, sorry, sea turtle soup.
Sea turtle.
It's illegal.
What is
It's
it?
terrible.
Wait, tell-
God bless the sea turtles.
Tell us
but-
about it, please.
Well, so first you got to have like a wicked fucking hangover, and then they start
Easy.
you off. They right. They
Tomorrow.
Working on that right now.
they start you off with just the broth, and then by the time like you get to like the bottom of the broth, then you're already like, you know, fucking feeling it, and then you just eat a little bit of the little baby sea turtle.
Oh, it's a baby. They're babies.
Well, I threw in the baby.
Yeah, right.
Why not? It's
Well,
better.
baby
It's a little colorful detail, but yeah, it's a sea turtle, highly legal. It'll cost you about $1.50 American,
Highly illegal.
which is like 100 fucking. It's so hot in here. Sorry. So, but yeah, no, that's a good way to measure it, man. The burrito meter, the barometer, the
We don't get
burritometer.
Mexican food up here.
Yeah, dude, I found a fucking taco spot in Nashville. Me and
Really?
Cheese,
No
me
Nashville?
and Cheese were
No
running.
way.
Dude, I know. Trust me. No, Oscars is good, but remember that spot on the way back from the gun range? Shit, man, that
Really?
was
Nashville.
randomly. I saw this taco spot. We looked it up. It once was an Oscars, and we pulled up there, and it was no longer Oscars. It was like Jimenez or something like that, and it looked cheap. So
That's good.
that's my big indicator.
I'm a taco truck eating motherfucker.
If you got a nice sign in front of your shit, you probably got good drinks. But you know, I'll pass on the
Come from
carnitas.
California. We're connoisseurs of Mexico.
Yeah, man, it's got to be like all your just money's got to be dumped into this business. It's so fucking good that way. And dude, we went in there and it was fucking done right. Like the pork was diced on a butcher's block, and it was like fucking fried right. And-
Carnitas.
yeah.
Fuck me, I'm hungry now.
What about Sublime with Rome music? Any other stuff you guys are writing? You guys
Yeah.
had an album in 2019, but what's next?
Well, we just recouped that album, so that's rad. I don't think I've ever recouped anything in music before, so that's like really rad. So now,
Yay.
now we can actually go and like write a new record, you know. But no,
Yay.
man, it's we've been like writing some stuff. I have a couple of starts. We're gonna go in the winter and just lock out. That's how we write. Like we just lock out and just like sit in the room and just fucking come up with shit.
And right now
you
with
know?
COVID too, a lot of people are home writing and doing things. Just
Yeah.
you know, you're not busy on tour doing all those things.
Dude, you nothing but fucking time, right?
It's cool you get to do some of these like drive-in shows. That was a fucking whoever invented this shit was
COVID did.
Yeah,
Well,
COVID invented
You're
this.
making it happen,
Invented
though.
it.
No, it was I don't know the name of the company, but I met them at the Ventura show, and they were fucking really cool guys, and they were doing it right, up to all the health code and shit, so I didn't get yelled at. It's cool.
Well, you got to show it pretty soon. We just have one fan question before we let you go. This is Jessica from Austin, Texas. She goes, "Were there any songs from the catalog, the Sublime catalog, when you joined that were really challenging for you to sing? That you were like, nah, I don't want to sing that."
Well, I wouldn't do that.
It's Sublime.
But yeah, it's like
It's music
No,
royalty.
I'm not playing that, Eric.
Yeah, right.
No, well, I mean, there were some songs that like the song "Seed" on Soft Titled record, like that's really hard still to this day.
Yeah.
And like now, very politely, I'll be like,
Pass. Pass.
how about not? How about we do a special song? Like, okay, fucking. But yeah, "Seeds" that one was like super hard. Or learning on Soft Titled again, "Under My Voodoo." Fuck. That one took a lot of practice because of just the intricacies in the guitar. Brad like never really did the same phrase, like never repeated it. It was just ongoing. So yeah, that took a little time. But dude, honestly, like, and I'm like no bullshit, but like, they're like my favorite band. I like idolized them when I was a kid, like probably unhealthily, like idolized the fuck out of them.
You can tell in your voice. I mean, you have a voice that is very like.
And I think that's like. I think that's what Eric kind of saw, was just like that I was really influenced by him and everything that they were influenced by, not the other way around. All my peers were like going the other way, like getting into No Fags and like, Real Big Fish and stuff like that. And I was just, for some reason, I went left. I was like, let's look at Minor Threat. Let's look at, the Specials. Let's look at Toots and the Maytals and shit like that. And so where I'm going with that is I learned a lot of the reference where Sublime was like getting their shit from. And
Influence.
Yeah, and just when it came to like fucking start jamming with them, like I pretty much knew every fucking song.
And it's instant you love them.
Like, yeah, dude. And you know what's crazy is like when I first met Bud and we went up, it was like kind of crazy because like, me and Eric drove from Long Beach up to Reno to go meet Bud, and they hadn't seen each other in like 6 years. And we knock on the door, and Bud answers the door. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Bud?" I'm like, "Hey, Rome." He's like, "You guys want some water?" Well, sure. Hands us 2 water bottles. He's like, "Cool, the music stuff's upstairs." I was like, "Fuck, okay." Right into it. All right, sure, let's go. Okay. Long drive, but all right. Fucking, and we went up there, and we like for 2 days, it was just fucking punk and old reggae, not a single Sublime song. And I was like kind of scared. I was just like, dude, are we ever gonna play any Sublime songs? Like, but they fucking, I knew everything that they were throwing at me. They were like, let's play some Poison Idea. Okay,
Yeah.
which one you want to do? And I don't know, just like, so yeah, man. I there might be a person out there who can sing and play guitar better than me on those songs, absolutely. But I don't think anybody knows Sublime more than I do. I just
Remember the first time I
know
heard
that
Sublime,
band.
I bought a stolen stereo from one of the cars, right? I hooked up to the battery and everything, got the CD out. It had no name on it. It had just a blue face. like a sketch of a blue face.
The 40 ounce.
Didn't say who the fuck it was. But I put it in my CD. I listened to it. I fell. I wouldn't take the CD out of my fucking deck for weeks. Nobody knew who the fuck it was. One day my friend comes over and goes, "Dude, Sublime, you guys are badass." I go, "Who's this?" No, it's Sublime. I go, "Dude, this band is bad as fuck." And it was over from there.
Dude, hell yeah. That's so funny because like my dad used to get these boosted cars, man, and same thing with the visor, the CD rack visor, right? And his thing was anytime he come home with the new whip, he would give me the fucking CD visor, and I would just go through the CDs. And this is after I already like discovered Sublime, and he came and dropped one off one time, and it had this band. It was a white CD, and it had like the hands of like a seed, and I popped it in, and I was like, "Oh shit, this music is fucking fire! Who the fuck is this? This shit sounds like Sublime, but it ain't. But it's heavily influenced by Sublime." and I fucking fell in love with it, and I burned that CD to the ground. This was like kind of like before the internet and shit. And then I came to find out like 2 years later when I moved to high school that it was a Long Beach Dub All Stars.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, I'd been listening to this fucking album like nonstop.
That's funny.
And I'm like, the fucking bass grooves are fat, the fucking drum, like everything. It just sounds so
Definitely
sublime.
influenced by someone.
You know, I tripped out on that.
That's hella funny.
Well, dude, thanks for doing this, and have a good show tonight, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
coming
having
through,
me,
Rome.
man.
Thank
Everybody-
you, Cheese, for making it happen.
Thanks, Cheese.
I think Rome, he's the one that came down here.
Yeah, right? Thanks for paying him. Yeah.